And then Shiv Chankar being driven by Samaj. We're on the way to the dentist. It feels like I'm a crazy person. This is my 4th time to try and get these fillings to match up. But anyway, it's not one of the bad dentist visits, so feeling thankful for that. But today I wanted to come and talk to you about the story that you're living. Is the story that you're living the one that you write, or are you living someone else's story? Or are you living a story that is no longer you? Because that can happen too. I mean, think about it. Most of us started writing our stories as we know them today, somewhere in our maybe 8, 9, 10 teens, what we were going to be when we grew up, what we were going to do when we grew up. What we're going to be becomes what we're going to do. What we're going to do becomes what can earn us the money, the prestige, and all of that. Few get to choose. Well, times are changing, and there's more of us that have said, F that, this is a life that I might be able to do, but it doesn't fit me very well. So for me, it was a life that I thought that I wanted, but once I got there, I found out I'd been kind of misled. It wasn't for me. Now it is for some people. And your life may be for you, or it may not. Think about the different areas. Who are the people you spend your time with? Do they think like you? Do they support you when you have new visions, new dreams, new aspirations? Or do they try and keep you stuck in the same old ways, because that allows them to stay stuck in the same old ways? How do you spend your time? Do you wish that you had more alone time? Do you wish that you had more time with someone? Do you wish you had more quiet time? Are you always on the run? How do you spend your time? Where do you spend your time? Do you like the environment that you're in? Yes, you may be stuck in a cubicle or an office, but what do you do with that cubicle or that office can make a huge difference. And if you really hate it that much, what are you doing to get out of that? Because you do not have to live a story that is someone else's. You see, that's the ultimate choice, is that we each have a choice. And if we realize that our life doesn't fit as it is, then it's a great time to start looking at all the different components and breaking it apart to see which parts don't fit anymore, so that you can start recreating them to create a life and body that you love, realizing that it's no longer about the position, the prestige, and the power so much as having meaning and purpose in your life, as feeling a little bit of peace in your skin at night and in the morning when you wake up, that these are now the things that will probably become more important to you, as they did to me. So I hope that helps you in your journey to think about that. Are you living someone else's story? Or are you living a story that no longer fits you? And as a co-creator of your story going forward, how would you like that to be? And don't worry if it sounds crazy and you have no idea how that could be. I remember a tarot reader telling me when I was coming to the United States when did I get here? I got here in January 99, so this was December 98, and she told me that I wasn't a lawyer, that I was a healer, and I'd be speaking all over the world to different cultures about the way people live. And I said, wow, that sounds amazing, but I'm a lawyer, and I'm going to the States to be a lawyer. Well, 16 years later, I do talk to people from all around the world about the way that we live, and I am no longer an attorney by trade. So it'll always be within me. So anything is possible, but we have to recognize, the first thing we have to recognize is that where we are isn't where we want to be. And from there, everything is possible. It may seem that you know nothing once you know that, and that is the best place for everything to come from. This is Shiv Chankar with One Woman Revolution. There is a One Woman Revolution inside every single one of us. If you've enjoyed this video, then we'd love you to support the channel. Come over to patreon.com/holla. That's patreon.com/HOLLA. Patreon.com/holla. You can support us with as little as $1 a month. to keep bringing these tools of change around the world. And of course, you'll always be welcome whether you visit us at Patreon or not. But why not come over there? We put some extra special stuff there as well. This is Shiv Shankar. I'd love to hear from you. Are you living someone else's story? And what would your next step be if you were to change direction? Leave your answer down below. Satnam.